When is divorce mediation not recommended? Divorce mediation is often seen as a peaceful and cost-effective way to resolve disputes during a separation. A neutral mediator helps both spouses negotiate and find mutually agreeable solutions without the need for a drawn-out courtroom battle. However, mediation is not always the best option for every couple. Understanding when it may not be suitable is essential before choosing this path. Divorce mediation operates on three core principles: voluntary participation, confidentiality, and neutrality. Both spouses must willingly engage in the process, and what is discussed in mediation remains private. The mediator facilitates discussions but does not take sides or impose decisions. While mediation can reduce stress and costs, it is not effective in every situation, and there are cases where court intervention is necessary to protect one or both parties. New York law sets clear legal limitations for mediation. A mediator cannot issue legally binding decisions or provide legal advice. Their role is to facilitate discussion and help couples draft agreements that, once signed, can be submitted to the court. However, there are instances where judicial intervention is required, such as cases involving domestic violence, child abuse, or failure to disclose financial information. When significant legal disputes arise, litigation may be the only viable option. Consulting an attorney during the mediation process ensures that your rights are protected and agreements align with state law. Mediation may not be effective in high-conflict relationships where communication has completely broken down. If there is a history of domestic violence, abuse, or coercion, mediation is not recommended because one spouse may feel too intimidated to negotiate fairly. Similarly, if one spouse refuses to cooperate or intentionally delays the process, mediation becomes unproductive. Financial transparency is another key factor. Mediation relies on both parties fully disclosing their financial situations. If one spouse hides assets or is dishonest about their finances, mediation may not lead to a fair settlement. Without the legal tools available in litigation, such as subpoenas and financial investigations, it can be difficult to uncover hidden assets in mediation. Mental health concerns or substance abuse issues can also impact mediation. If one spouse struggles with severe mental health challenges or addiction, they may be unable to participate in a meaningful and rational discussion. In such cases, a more structured legal process may be necessary to ensure fair and informed decision-making. Child custody disputes can be another obstacle. If parents have strongly opposing views on custody arrangements and refuse to compromise, mediation may not resolve the issue. Courts prioritize the best interests of the child, and a judge may need to step in if mediation fails to produce a suitable agreement. When emotions overrun rational decision-making, mediation can become ineffective. Divorce is an emotional process, and anger, resentment, or a desire for revenge can prevent constructive discussions. If one spouse is more focused on punishment than resolution, mediation will likely break down. A lawyer can provide guidance in these situations and help determine whether alternative legal avenues are more appropriate. If mediation is not a viable option, there are alternative dispute resolution methods to consider. Collaborative divorce allows both spouses and their attorneys to work together to resolve disputes without going to court. Arbitration is another option, where a neutral third party makes legally binding decisions outside of a traditional courtroom setting. If these methods do not work, litigation may be necessary, involving court proceedings where a judge makes the final decisions. Choosing the right path during a divorce is crucial. If you are unsure whether mediation is the best option for your situation, seeking professional legal advice can provide clarity. The law office of Ryan Besinque can guide you through the complexities of your divorce and ensure that your rights and interests are protected. Call 929-251-4477 or visit us at 115 West 25th Street 4th floor, New York, 10001, to discuss your case and explore your legal options.